Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellie, aka All Too Swift, and I upload videos about all things Taylor Swift and sometimes more. For today's video, I am going to be talking about my predictions for the 2-year anniversary of the Eras Tour, aka March 17th, aka Reputation release announcement day. Who knows, guys? Anyway, before we get started with this video, if you're not subscribed, you should be, because I upload videos about Taylor and lots of other stuff literally every single Thursday, and sometimes more often than that. So you might as well subscribe so you don't miss out on my new videos. Also, everyone here is literally so nice, so go talk to people in the comments and make friends. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get on to the video. So March 17th is a Monday, and as we know, it is the 2-year anniversary of the Eras Tour, which is insane that the Eras Tour started literally 2 years ago. One, it's crazy that it happened 2 whole years ago. Like, that's a long time. That's longer than my baby sister's been alive. But also the fact that it's only been over for a couple months is wild. Like, this tour lasted almost 2 years, broke so many records, it's insane. Which makes sense why it's being honored with Tour of the Century at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. It is still kind of crazy that they're giving it Tour of the Century and we're only a quarter of the way into the century. So pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. It has also been stated by iHeartRadio that apparently a performance from that opening night of the Eras Tour will be airing, like, at the award show. This leads me to my prediction. A lot of people think that we're gonna get the announcement for Reputation Taylor's version. I do agree that it would be a great time for an announcement. However, I think it would make a lot more sense to make an announcement for something related to the Eras Tour than it would to make an announcement regarding the next re-release. Now, she could still go out and say, oh, by the way, Reputation's coming soon, like, whatever, like, give us a date. That'd be great. Like, and honestly, I just want to put this out there that I'm not expecting anything. Like, I'm fine with literally getting nothing. I'm fine if she calls in and does like a little video call thing, but I don't think she will. I think she's going to be there. But anyway, my prediction is that she's going to announce something related to the Eras Tour, and I think this performance that they're going to be sharing is going to be kind of like a snippet of that. Either be like a clip of the surprise songs from that night, or it's going to end up being a trailer for some sort of documentary film type thing. She did the Eras Tour film for the old Eras Tour before the Tortured Poets Department, but we don't have an updated film with the new set list. Knowing Taylor, she likes to make things complete and cohesive, and so I feel like she's going to probably want to release an Eras Tour film that includes the new set list. It definitely would not surprise me in the slightest if this is what she ends up announcing and she says, hey, surprise, the Eras Tour Taylor's version part 2 film is coming out, something like that. But I also do think it would be interesting if we got some sort of documentary about the Eras Tour and the behind the scenes, so I could also see her saying that. Overall, the thing that I think is least likely to happen is her announcing debut Taylor's version. I think that would be very far-fetched, because one, I know in my soul that debut Taylor's version needs to be the last re-recording. Like, I don't care. It needs to be the last one. Just for poeticness and tying things up with a pretty little bow, it needs to be the last re-recording, and the last vault track needs to be You'll Always Find Your Way Back Home. Like, end of story. Like, that's just how it needs to be. So, as a result, we are not getting debut Taylor's version at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. We could possibly, maybe, be getting Reputation Taylor's version, but I don't think so. I think she's going to want to ride on her Eras Tour success a little bit longer, just because we still have momentum from the Eras Tour versus Reputation. Like, if she announced Reputation, now would be in our little Reputation era, and like, that's all fine and dandy, but that kind of puts a halt on anything Eras Tour. I feel like it would be odd if she were to release Reputation and then be like, oh, by the way, here's another Eras Tour film. Like, if she's going to do anything else Eras related, it needs to be now. She can't release Reputation and then go back and do Eras. I don't think that makes sense. I think from a marketing standpoint and from the way that society has like her in their minds right now, she needs to do something Eras themed if she's going to ever want to do anything else Eras themed ever again. Otherwise, she's gonna lose that momentum. Not that she like needs the momentum, because like she's gonna get sales anyway, but I think it makes the most sense to ride out this success for a little bit longer and then just wait until this film or documentary, or maybe it's a series. That would be so cool, actually, if it was like a whole season and like one episode was like, that would be so cool, guys. But anyway, I think she's going to announce whatever this Eras Tour themed thing is now, ride out that success for a couple more months, and then I think probably in like the summer-ish, like after whatever it is has been released and is kind of like old news, then she can announce Reputation Taylor's version, and we can plan for a release probably around like November-ish, because Reputation to me gives like fall and like winter-ish vibes kind of, and personally I feel like November is the perfect time to release it. I think that would be probably the best bet, and then after Reputation comes out, Debut can come relatively quickly after. I don't think it needs a long drawn out thing because it's not going to be as huge as Rep is, so ride out the success from Rep and then give it a little bit and then announce Debut. And I think Debut, we need to have a quick turnaround with her announcement. I don't think it can be an announcement and then a couple months later the release. I think it needs to be an announcement and, oh, it's coming in 2 weeks. Just because Debut is not as commercially successful, just because it's not as popular. It was her first album. Nobody really knew her at that point, and a lot of people aren't really awaiting that re-recording, but a lot more people are waiting for Reputation. If I had to guess, I'd say probably a Debut release, maybe like March-ish of next year. I think that would give enough spacing, because if Rep comes out in November, that gives us a little bit of time, and then maybe like late February she can announce Debut, and then around the first or second week of March, Debut Taylor's version can come out. And it would be a cute little way to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of the Eras Tour. And then after that, who knows what's next. I definitely think we're going to get Reputation and Debut and then the next album. I don't think it's going to be another new album, just because the Torture Poets Department isn't even a year old yet. That literally came out last April. And I mean, it's been almost a year. But historically, new albums have come every 2 years. So I think it makes sense to have Torture Poets Department came out in 2024, and then 2025/early 2026 is going to be all about finishing up the re-recordings. And then once that's out of the way, then she can release ts12. And I don't think the turnaround between Debut and ts12 is going to be super long. I feel like it'll probably be relatively close, just because she can be working on that material while she's rolling out the rest of the re-recordings. She doesn't need to wait until Debut's out and done with in order to start recording stuff. She's probably already written stuff and recorded stuff, because Reputation and Debut have been done for years at this point. Like, they're sitting on a shelf. Like, if she could literally press a button and just release them, they're done. Basically, right now she's working on ts12, but it's not going to come out until 2026. At least that's my take on it. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed me kind of just clowning and sharing my ideas for Taylor's future projects and things. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me or if you think I'm completely wrong. I don't hold any weight to these theories whatsoever. I literally just, this is in my brain what makes sense. I feel like it would make sense to her, so that's why I think these are gonna happen the way that I think they're gonna happen, but I could be completely wrong. Literally, last year's Grammys, I thought for sure that she was announcing Reputation. And my mom was like, it kind of seems like she's announcing a new album. I don't know. And then she gets up on the stage and she announces the Tortured Poets Department. And I looked at my mom and I was like, well, you win. So maybe I should call my mom and see what she thinks. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for always clowning around with me and just being such fun, awesome, wonderful people. I love you guys so much. If you aren't subscribed but you made it to the end of this video, you definitely should subscribe so that you can join our little family that we have here, because everyone's literally so cute and so kind and so lovely and wonderful. And I love all of you guys so much, and I love getting to talk with you in the comments, so definitely comment down below so we can have a little discussion. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys all have the most amazing day ever. Bye guys! I just realized that my sweatshirt fell off my shoulder like halfway through the video and I just never fixed it, so we're chilling, I guess. Anyway, I love you guys so much.